When Wendy heard Mia's words, she asked in surprise, "Sister Mia, didn't you just say that the money for the activities separate and the basic salary is not included in it?" Mia curled her lips and said, "What you think is really beautiful. I tell you, Mr. Liu said that in the future, all etiquette ladies must settle monthly, so starting from today, you will work for the company steadily. As long as you are full 28 activities, you will receive a basic salary of 5,000 on the 15th of next month." Wendy's expression suddenly became embarrassed, and she said, "Sister Mia, one event is 200, and 28 events should be 5,006. The company uses 5,000 yuan to pack it. That means I will give the company 3 for nothing every month." "What?" After that, she said very embarrassedly, "I'm relatively tight lately, I can't accept this kind of cooperation method of monthly settlement, or I won't sign it." "Huh? No sign?" Mia sneered. "Wendy, do you think that Miss Etiquette's wings hardened after a few days of work?" Wendy shook her head and said religiously, "Sister Mia, I didn't mean that. I think this cooperation method is really not suitable for me." Mia snorted and said seriously, "Wendy, let me tell you that you have signed the contract. If you want to break the contract at this time, you must bear the responsibility for the breach of contract." Wendy realized that she had been deceived, so she hurriedly asked, "What is the responsibility for the breach of contract?" Mia raised the contract in her hand and sneered, "This is clearly written in black and white. You have signed a contract with the company voluntarily. If you voluntarily breach the contract, you will have to pay the company a penalty of 500,000 yuan. Otherwise, the company has the right to sue you in court." As soon as Wendy heard this, she felt a little frustrated and hurriedly pleaded, "Sister Mia, I rely on 200 yuan to support my family every day. Please, there are 2 patients who are paralyzed in bed at my house. Kindly void that contract." "Void?" Mia sarcastically said, "What is your dream? You can also make this contract void. First, bring 500,000 yuan in a penalty." Wendy said, "Sister Mia, if I get 500,000 yuan, I won't come to do this job, yo." Mia scoffed and said with a mockery, "Listening to tone, it seems that you think this job is shameful?" Wendy hurriedly shook her head. "I didn't mean that, I just wanted to say, I really can't spend that much money." Mia roared fiercely. "UFC King SLT can't get the liquidated damages and still haunt me here? If you can't get the liquidated damages, you can work honestly with me. The contract period for this contract is 3 years. In 3 years and 36 months, you have to do 28 games every month, otherwise, 1 less game and 1,000 deductions until all deductions are made." "What?" Wendy cried anxiously, and blurted out, "Aren't you cheating? It's less than 200 yuan for 1 game. If you lose 1 game, you will deduct 1,000. If I do it in a month 23 games, 5 games are missing, then you want to deduct all my $5,000? Mia glared at Wendy and said with a smile, "You should be fortunate that the contract is only deducted and you are not compensated. If you are allowed to compensate, you will lose all your earned money." Wendy blurted out, "It's too evil of you. I won't do it. I won't honor the contract not fulfilled." Mia sneered, "If you don't fulfill it, then follow me back to the company and give the company an IOU of 500,000. Wendy was anxious and asked, "Why? Why?" Mia curled her lips in disdain, turned around, and rushed to a golden cup car at the door to beckon. In the car, 4 strong men came out of the car and directly surrounded Wendy. Mia scolded the brawny men, "Take her into the car and get her back to the company. I don't believe it anymore. I can't stop her from being a rebel." "Okay, Sister Mia." One of the strong men immediately responded, and even if he led someone to the front, he grabbed Wendy's arm tightly, and yelled, "Honestly, follow us in the car, otherwise you will not feel better." "I'm not going." Wendy blurted out, "You are committing a crime in broad daylight. I want to call the police to arrest you." "Call the police?" Mia came up and slapped Wendy, and yelled, "You F***C King think you can bluff me by calling the police? Tell you, there are so many ways for me to see you with a cheap hoof. I have a million ways to do it. I can get you killed." Wendy blurted out, "You are too bullying. Now it's a society under the rule of law. How can you be allowed to be so nonsense?" Mia sneered and said, "What about bullying you? What I am doing is bullying. I tell you, President Liu is the #1 person on Oruz Hill Road. If you dare to be smart, it's not just you who will feel the heat. At the end, your family will not have anything to eat. She said, Wendy, don't blame me for not reminding you, don't say anything else, just the contract you signed and drew in my hand. The price of $10,000 is sold to a debt collection agency. When the time comes, people from the collection agency will come to your house every day to block you and force you to pay back the money. Paint, no matter where you go to work, they will go to the place where you work and beat you to death. Mia's etiquette company was originally built by a grey group in Oruz Hill. Their mode of operation is to first use normal cooperation to lure the little girls in, then trick them into signing a sales agreement, and then use the sales agreement to firmly control them. Plain looks generally become their coolies, with the lowest remuneration, helping them to be polite ladies everywhere, desperately squeezing, and some even run 3 or 4 activities a day. And those who look better are basically forced to go to KTV to be a princess or lady, and some are even forced to go on the road of the dust. Mia feels that Wendy's appearance is indeed excellent. If she is controlled and sent to high-end clubs, she can create at least 50,000 or 60,000 benefits in a month, which is definitely a cash cow. She was also worried that there would be many dreams in the night, so she hurriedly said to those people, quickly, get her in the car. Several strong men immediately grabbed Wendy and dragged her into the car. Wendy's scared soul was not possessed, and she blurted out, help. It is a kidnapping. Some passers-by heard it and looked over immediately. Mia hurriedly said loudly, don't get me wrong, we are Oruz Hill Shengmei Etiquette Company, a formal enterprise. This girl is one of our employees. Some time ago, her parents had a car accident. Our boss kindly lent her 500,000 yuan to see a doctor. In the end, she did well and quietly took the money to gamble. Don't talk about losing all the money, and abandoning her parents in the hospital regardless. We are going to take her to the hospital to see her dying parents and see if we can reawaken her conscience. When everyone heard this, they didn't know who to believe. At this time, Mia whispered to those people, get in the car. Those people immediately pulled Wendy out of the car door, and she was about to push her into the car. Wendy was frightened at this time, and her heart was desperate. She knew in her heart that once she got in the car, she would be on the thief ship, and she might not be able to get off in her life. Just when she was desperate and didn't know what to do, she suddenly heard a familiar voice whispering coldly, let her go.